Breaking free from spiritual husband, the final solution you've been searching for. Are you tired of feeling trapped, tormented, and controlled by a spiritual husband? Have you sought solutions only to find yourself back at square one? Well, congratulations. You finally arrived at the last bus stop on this journey. Get ready to reclaim your life, your power, and your freedom. But before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. Spiritual husbands are real. And if you're reading this, chances are you're already aware of their existence. So, let's skip the debate and get straight to the solution. Here's the thing. Spiritual husbands aren't inherently bad. In fact, they can serve as guides, protectors, and even teachers. But when they start to exert control over your life, dictating your relationships, career, and even your thoughts, that's when things take a dark turn. So, what if I told you that you have the power to break free from this spiritual bondage? What if I showed you a simple yet effective way to reclaim your life and live on your own terms? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more life-changing content. Now, let's get started on this journey to freedom. Are you ready to break free? Take a deep breath and let's dive into the world of spiritual husbands. I'll guide you through the process of understanding, recognizing, and finally breaking free from their influence. So, are you tormented by a spiritual husband? Do you feel like you're losing control over your life? Let's work together to reclaim your power, your freedom, and your life. Stay tuned, because this journey is about to get real. The spiritual husband, unlocking the mystery. You feel trapped, stuck, and helpless. Your life seems to be going nowhere, and you can't shake off the feeling that something's controlling your every move. One of the reasons you feel this way is because of the spiritual husband. The spiritual husband is that invisible force that's been whispering in your ear, dictating your relationships, career, and even your thoughts. It's the embodiment of your deepest fears, desires, and anxieties. But here's the thing. The spiritual husband isn't just a random entity. It's a reflection of your own subconscious mind. What does the spiritual husband stand for? The spiritual husband can represent different things to different people. For some, it's a symbol of protection, guidance, and comfort. For others, it's a manifestation of their deepest fears, anxieties, and unresolved traumas. On the positive side, the spiritual husband can offer guidance and protection, provide comfort and solace, inspire creativity and motivation. But on the negative side, the spiritual husband can exert control over your life, dictate your relationships and career, foster emotional dependence and codependency. The factual solution: breaking free from the spiritual husband. So, how do you break free from the spiritual husband's influence? Here's a step-by-step guide to help you reclaim your life. 1. Acknowledge and accept. Recognize the spiritual husband's presence in your life and accept the emotions and desires it represents. Stop denying or resisting its influence and instead face it head-on. 2. Identify your triggers. Reflect on your life and identify the triggers that activate the spiritual husband's influence. Is it a specific relationship, career, or situation? Once you know your triggers, you can start working on releasing them. 3. Practice self-reflection and journaling. Engage in self-reflection and journaling to understand the underlying reasons for your attachment to the spiritual husband. What are your deepest fears, desires, and anxieties? How have they contributed to the spiritual husband's influence in your life? 4. Seek support. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or a therapist for emotional support and guidance. Sharing your experiences and feelings with others can help you process and release the spiritual husband's influence. 5. Rituals and ceremonies. Participate in rituals and ceremonies that promote release, healing, and protection. This could include smudging, meditation, prayer, or other spiritual practices that resonate with you. 6. Focus on waking life. Prioritize your waking life, nurturing relationships, and pursuing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. The more you focus on your physical reality, the less influence the spiritual husband will have. The signs of freedom. As you work through these steps, you'll start to notice significant changes in your life. Here are some signs that you're breaking free from the spiritual husband's influence. Increased sense of control and agency, improved relationships and communication, enhanced creativity and motivation, reduced anxiety and stress, greater sense of purpose and direction. The end result. Breaking free from the spiritual husband's influence is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and patience, but the end result is worth it. Imagine living a life where you're in control, where you make your own decisions, and where you're not bound by the whims of an invisible force. Imagine feeling empowered, confident, and free. That's what's possible when you break free from the spiritual husband's influence. So, take the first step today and start reclaiming your life.